33-story hotel and condo project.
I'd probably be
Okay,
like
like
that.
stop, tap.
This is a plan by the community for the community.
This one here. Show me.
No problem, Ken. Thanks for having me.
It's Kent Mulgat for KelownaNow. And we're joined by Dustyn Baulkham, a rebellious unicorn, and an organizer of the Peak Pride at Big White.
Yeah.
So this is the second year for
It
Peak
is.
Pride. Tell us about what this event's all about.
Yeah, it originally started almost 3 years ago. I had some people in the community that were expressing that they didn't think Big White was LGBT friendly because they didn't overtly say that they were or did any specific events around the LGBT community. So me being me, I just reached out initially to Katie at Big White and just said, hey, this is some rumblings I've heard locally and let's try and counteract that. And I think it's time for another Pride event in the winter season because there's Whistler that has been around now 26 years. And they get upwards of like 3,000 people that attend every year from around the world. So I thought, it's time for Big White to get involved. And so Peak Pride was born, and it happened, April of last year.
So Big White obviously was accepting of the idea.
Absolutely, they loved it.
And this is a ski resort in a pretty conservative part of the province.
Yeah.
How have you found acceptance of this event sort of in the community at large?
It's been great. I think a lot of people are really excited because now there's something else locally outside of the Pride that happens here in August. Because Pride, and being gay doesn't happen 1 week of the year, it's year round. So we need to make sure there's avenues for the LGBT community to gather outside of just a Pride week.
Right. So I've worked as a news reporter in this community for decades now.
Yeah.
And when issues like this would come up, it seemed like I got the stories quite often. And there I would be interviewing somebody in front of a window as a silhouette or a reflection off a puddle behind the head, because literally there was nobody not so long ago in all of Kelowna that would be willing to say, yeah, I'm gay and here are my issues and speak to a TV reporter. Things have changed.
They really have. Obviously changed for the better, and we still have a long ways we've come a long ways, but we've also still got a long ways to go with it. So everyone feels safe. If two men or two women or a trans person can hold hands walking down the street and not feel unsafe in that.
What's been your personal experience with that? Do you still see, and feel pushback from people who think that it should be all back in the closet where it was?
You hear some of those comments, you'll see comments online, or you hear comments kind of through the grapevine. I personally haven't experienced it. I've been very privileged that way and fortunate. But I do know of people who have had some really rough experiences, whether it be through family or getting kicked out of their homes even to this day when they come out. So
acceptance within someone's own family can be a problem.
Absolutely.
And so, there are people, the more conservative-minded, that would say, I've got no problem with all that, but why, what's with the pride? Why do you have to, what did they say, put it in my face?
Yeah.
What do you say to that? What is the short answer?
Well, I don't think there's any one perfect answer to it, but I think that right there it shows they're uneducated and they live a very privileged life and don't understand the challenges that other people go through, whether it be the color of your skin or your sexuality or your gender. Like, they just don't understand. And part of Pride's mandate is to educate them on the challenges that we've experienced, throughout our life.
Right. Well, let's get back to the event itself. What if people think, I think I'm going to take in this Peak Pride? What's going to happen? What do you got going on?
So we're kicking off Friday night at Happy Valley. We have games night, so it's Paul, he's going to do trivia up there. We have a couple of our drag queens. It's by donation, and all the donations are going to local Etc. Youth Group. As well, following that is a special edition of The Mix, which is a monthly LGBT networking that I run in town. So we're doing a kind of a special edition after the games at the Blarney Stone. Saturday, we're letting people go and ski in the morning or nurse their hangovers, whichever they have.
Right.
And then at 2 o'clock, we're starting the mountain parade at the top of the Bullet Express. And then everyone will ski down into the village with a stop at the fire hall around 2:15 to pick up anyone that's walking or otherwise that's not skiing and boarding.
So paint me a picture there. This would be a procession of people skiing, and it would be, I'm imagining, something colorful.
It will be, yeah. So we have lots of big, bright rainbow flags. We got trans flags, and there's some other people bringing some other. Everyone always has their own goodies that are bright and colorful. So, yeah, we'll see. Last year they walked up. It was about to the Telus Park. So this year we'll go right from the top of the mountain for that.
Right.
But still allow other people to participate, and we'll end it in the village with the beer gardens. We'll do some prizes because we're also adding in the Chase the Rainbow this year. So Big White often does Cruise the Blues.
Okay.
So it's a similar version to that, but obviously rainbow focused.
So you got to ski around the mountain and pick and sort of check in at different stations
Exactly,
or something,
yeah.
and to win a prize.
Exactly, yeah. So a bunch of prizes that we'll give away in the beer garden at 2:30 when everyone gets
Right.
down there from the parade. And then we'll wrap it up Saturday night with a big party at Wipeout, is what it's called, at the steakhouse.
Right. So about 150 people were at it last year. So for those people who aren't that way inclined, the mountain's still wide open, but they're
Absolutely.
likely to see some of these activities
Totally.
here and there.
Especially Saturday, because I mean, you're going to be we'll be right in the heart of the village. But I mean, everyone's welcome to attend, allies and alike.
Right.
We encourage people to come out, and it's always a great time.
Also, people could go to these events, the parties and whatnot, even if they might not happen to categorize themselves in that. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's welcome to everyone. We always have allies at our various events. I mean, they're probably a lot smaller if we didn't have the allies coming out. So.
Right. Okay. Well, we wish you luck, and thanks,
Thank you.
Dustyn,
Yeah.
for coming in to tell us
Ken,
about it.
appreciate it.
Dustyn Baulkham from Peak Pride at Big White. This is Kelowna Now.